My name is John Kelly. I'm a personal injury attorney who focuses on birth injuries across the nation. And I'm going to continue my series on birth injuries with this number 5 video, birth trauma and physical injuries. I now want to go over the legal considerations that you may have for physical injuries at birth. Whether to pursue legal action may depend on certain circumstances. Some injuries, like clavicle fracture, are often considered known risk of necessary maneuvers and not typically cause for a malpractice claim unless accompanied by clear negligence. Other injuries, like skull fractures from a misapplied forceps or preventable subglial hemorrhage, might raise more questions. If your baby suffered a severe injury due to what you suspect was improper use of instruments or avoidable error, you could consult a birth injury attorney to review the case. For instance, if forceps at delivery caused a skull fracture and subsequent brain damage, that might be grounds for a case. Indeed, there was a case where a family in Iowa received $7 million settlement after their baby sustained a skull fracture and a brain injury from forceps delivery that was alleged to be mishandled. That said, not every poor outcome with forceps is malpractice. Sometimes those tools are used in dire situations to save the baby's life, and injury can still occur despite proper use. It often comes down to whether the use of the instrument was indicated and done according to standard procedure. If your baby's injuries was mild and fully healed, like clavicle fracture with no complications, most families do not pursue legal action for that alone. However, if the injury led to significant medical expenses, say a NICU stay for serious hemorrhage or long-term therapy needs, and it was due to medical mistake, compensation could be appropriate. Many law firms offer a free case evaluation so you can get an opinion with no commitment. Be mindful of documentation. If you have any inkling of concern, keep copies of all medical reports, hospital discharge summary, and any imaging reports. Write down your recollection of what was said during the birth regarding any complications or procedures. These notes can be helpful later and details fade. Also, note any immediate impacts. For example, baby spent a certain amount of days in the NICU, required a transfusion, or other facts as these relate to the damages. Also, engaging the hospital's patient advocacy or risk management department can be a step. Some hospitals have programs where, if an unexpected outcome happened, they will meet with the family to explain and even possibly offer to cover certain expenses without litigation. It varies by institution. You have the right to ask for a debriefing or a meeting with the obstetric team to understand exactly what occurred during the delivery that led to the injury. Sometimes hearing the doctors explain the necessity of what they did or admit to an error that occurred can help you with closure or inform your next steps. If you have a situation where you have a child that was injured during the birthing process and you want to consider your options, you can always call an attorney such as myself that focuses on birth injury cases to review the records for you and determine if you have a viable claim. I will go over the records with you and make sure you fully understand your legal options. And if there is a viable claim, we will take that and make a game plan moving forward for what kind of legal compensation you may expect and what kind of timeline to expect. If you have further questions about this, please feel free to reach out to me at Kelly Law Team. My name is John Kelly, and you can reach me at 602-283-4122.